Great having the podcast today. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you very much, Adam.
No, you're very, very welcome. It's great to have you on the podcast. I
Mhm.
just kind of like thought I'd start out by introducing you and asking you how you kind of got into what you do and what it is that you do. Because like your company is hemp healthcare, and
Mhm.
like what does that kind of entail? And you was saying before as well, like your product is completely different to what's in in the UK and Europe.
Right. Yeah, it's to let you take you back a little bit, the laws just changed in Europe and the UK that allowed CBD to be sold and developed as a food commodity.
Mm.
That law changed last week, so it's now legal in the in Europe to be able to provide CBD as a food source, which is a major change in the hemp market. And because up to that point, it was considered a novel food.
Yeah.
So you're going to see it everywhere in the next few years in Europe because of that law that just changed in the EU. And that includes England too. So what I do, I have a company called the Hemp Healthcare Initiative. And that initiative is to provide this specific technology to healthcare providers such as nutritionists and doctors and all kinds of healthcare professionals. And to be able to provide this technology is different, and meaning that all the hemp stores that you see there, Adam, in the UK and Europe, are generally our traditional old school type of hemp made from oils and that kind of stuff. The hemp of the Hemp Healthcare Initiative that I work with is a water soluble technology that basically has about 90+% bioavailability in the gut, sublingual actually. And so if you spend €50 on it, you get probably 90% return on that €50. Where if you buy the gas station hemp that you know about, you probably get about 3% of that. So you can tell that the return is not very good. But regardless of that, the company that I'm with is called Zalise, and what we're going to do is launch. We have launched in the UK our first water soluble hemp technology called Ultracell, and that technology is a unique concept. And then as we produce market share in the UK and Europe, we will bring on many of our other cannabinoids in Europe. We have many cannabinoids. CBD is only one of 130. So we will be bringing and launching these other cannabinoids as the market grows in Europe, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome. And I think like there are a lot of benefits, as you said, to, using, like, certain cannabinoids. And you said like, there's more, there's around 130 of them. And I think like me
Yes.
personally, I only kind of knew about, CBD. And like you said, that's like one of 130.
Right. Yeah. The most the most common back attitude, 70s attitude is THC. That's the original molecule that the Israelis founded in their research back in the 60s. And that molecule is important for health and wellness, but it's also banned in a lot of places. Where then that led to the founding of CBD, which is a non-psychoactive molecule for health and wellness. And then that's also found this company to find and explore other cannabinoids such as CBN, CBC, THCV, and CBDV. These are all new cannabinoids that affect and target specific health issues such as sleeping, inflammatory issues, brain health issues, gut health issues. These are all cannabinoids that this company is basically targeting these health issues with particular cannabinoids. These will all be launched in England, in the UK in the next several years. Right now, we've launched just the first cannabinoid of ours, cannabidiol, water-soluble cannabidiol, with the other ones following suit within a few years. It takes a while to market. And these are
Yeah.
brand new products, brand new technology. Again, it's not what Dr. Gas Station sells or what Dr. Hemp Store sells. These are particular clinical grade cannabinoids that help health and wellness in many, many different ways.
Yeah, no, I think that's really like great and important. And like, it does really open your eyes to, this field of, like within the healthcare kind of industry. And I think, like it's so important that if people are experiencing certain health issues or discomforts, that they probably should take something like this because it's natural.
Yes, it's natural. And one of the advantages of using water-soluble CBD is that it is so bioavailable. It absorbs in the tongue, underneath the tongue and the esophagus. And so what happens is that what you see are significant results fairly quickly with this technology. Usually it takes about a month to 6 weeks to see it. It targets CBD, particularly in our technology, targets brain health issues more than anything. And then and then we have other technologies that target gut health, and we have other technology that target sleep health, and all this is going to be coming into UK in the next several years. What we want to know, what I want people to know, Adam, is that people need to be able to start using this product for their health and wellness and learn it as it goes. It only costs €49 to buy the product, so it's not like it's astronomical in cost. I mean, it's ridiculous how inexpensive that is, and to use the products. Our distribution warehouse is in Munich, with our European headquarters being in Prague. So we're an international-based company. And again, we're the only EU certified product in Europe. So, and we meet the regs for now and in the future for all cannabinoids in Europe. So it's pretty cool where we're at.
Yeah, no, that's great. And I think like as well, like, to say that it's, being kind of certified and it's being, approved,
Yes.
it gives people that kind of like reassurance and that peace of mind that it is okay,
right.
to
Because
take.
a lot of them aren't okay. Exactly. A lot of the hemp sold in Europe are not okay. They're not grown on organic soil. They're not EU certified. They're not made in a consistent manner from one manufacturer to the next. So that's why there's a lot of, some uncertainty. But the company that I work with, Solis, there is nothing uncertain about what we do. We're the best in the world. We have the best technology and the best products. So, and we say that because we have the clinical backing, research backing to back up what we say, which is good.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I think like, there's like as well with that, if somebody's to take this, like you said, they have to take it for at least a month. Is that they have to take it every day of the week? Is it like once a week? How
well, what happens
frequently?
is when you understand the science, Adam, that's what led to the discovery of this by Raphael Mechoulam in Israel back in the 60s. We have this system in the body called the endocannabinoid system. And that system is a series of receptors and neurotransmitters that go throughout the body from head to toe. And what happens is that today, I don't know if you know anybody that's stressed today. Do you know anybody that's stressed today? Is there any?
So do I know anyone who is stressed?
Yeah.
I know some people. Yeah.
Yeah, some people are stressed today, maybe because of COVID or losing their job or whatever. So what happens is that the stress in today's environment destroys the natural endocannabinoids that you have in your brain and your gut. These natural endocannabinoids are destroyed because of stress. They literally are. And so what our technology does is it replaces those destroyed cannabinoids naturally. And that brings people to homeostasis and a relaxed phase and gets rid of anxiety, gets rid of situational stress very effectively. So it is a phenomenal technology. And here in America, the reason I say it's exciting about UK is that in America, we've grown to about $100 million company in the last 2 years. And we're just starting off in the UK. So people that want to, we're there to help people feel better, get healthier. And if somebody's interested in the business, that's fine. But we pretty much want people to use the product and get feeling better. It's all about health and wellness.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think it's pretty amazing, like you said, that how people's own stress can deter and kind of damage cannabinoids. Is that the right?
Cannabinoids, receptors.
with it, within our bodies. And it's like, why it just shows you how important it is to not get stressed and to try and regulate, your well-being, because, it's just damaging in the long run. But I think it's great that, you've got this product that is able to help people in so many different levels. And would you say what's like the minimum age for people to take this? Like,
Well, I think by law it's probably 18, no less than 18. Now, we have children that take it here in the United States, but their parents give it to them. They don't buy it themselves. The parents distribute it to them, and it works great on kids too. It's just, it's just not a pediatric nutraceutical. So parents give it to their children, but generally speaking, it's not made for people under 18. It won't hurt anybody. It's not. There's no back. No. If you, now I can't speak for everybody's products. I can only speak for the clinical grade of our product, but our products will not hurt anybody. There's no overdose or underdose. It's simply a very, very high grade productive product. It's been vetted and researched extensively. So it's a game changer for the UK to be able to help the health and wellness there big time.
Yeah. No, I think it's massively important, because I think like there's a lot of what's the word, kind of controversy, people kind of misinformed by certain media outlets, on CBD and getting CBD mixed up with marijuana, and anxious about taking things because of that. And I think, like as you said, people. Do you think people should be briefed more on, educated more on, products like this and, the benefits on it, rather than, go to the doctor and take these subscription pills to cure X, Y, Z?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where we're at with this technology. Zoetis ultracell technology is about eliminating things from people's big pharma pockets, which are, it eliminates acetaminophen. It eliminates NSAIDs, ibuprofen. It eliminates some codeine type drugs. It'll actually eliminate marijuana too. So all those types of drugs and medicines that have been used traditionally for a long time, it will eliminate. Our technology will eliminate or reduce most of those in somebody's medicine cabinet, which is pretty good. I think 1 out of 3 liver failures are caused from acetaminophen, which is Tylenol.
Yeah.
So, just eliminate that from the medicine cabinet. It's a big deal.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. And I think it's kind of like, that's the way it should kind of go. I mean, the pharmaceutical companies, it's a very, very big business. And I think to have a product that's natural and it's going to, have a lot of health benefits on people's lives, I think, why not? I think it's great that, you have this kind of product available, and it's just like you said, kind of word of mouth, getting it out there. It just takes, one person, doesn't it, to, mention
Well,
it.
yeah, Zoetis is a different company. It's a direct sale company, so they don't spend the money that Big Pharma does in advertising, right? And Big Pharma has bazillions of dollars of advertising, and therefore the products cost a lot of money. And this is not that way. It's a direct sale company. So however one person can share it with the others, how it works. And that's good, because if you would go to a movie, for example, and it was a good movie, you'd come out of the movie and tell somebody else about the good movie, right? That's how this works, and that's how that works. So it's just by sharing the product with other people, you help other people that way. And Zoetis is a 21st century business, meaning that the model is that you don't need a big boxer, you don't need a big store, you don't need a lot of employees, you don't need a lot of inventory if you want to build a business. Now, if you want to use the product, it's 49 euros to use the product and get the product and use it. And then from there, you buy it, you try it, you use it yourself. 49 euros is not too bad to get a good quality product. What you're getting, because we're not Dr. Gas Station, and we're not Dr. Amazon. I'm a doctor. We know what we're doing here.
Yeah, no, I think that's really important as well. And I think like like you said, there are a lot of companies that tend to sell products and then they're not actually kind of what they are.
Right.
I saw that with COVID and hand sanitizer. People were selling overpriced hand sanitizer when it wasn't even hand sanitizer half the time. Like,
Uh,
so, but I think it's really important, and I think especially now during COVID, there's a lot, like you said, there's a lot of uncertainty, there's a lot of stress. People are not feeling themselves. So, instead of drinking or taking certain drugs to kind of ease their stress, why not take something like this? And like you said, there's 130 of them, so why not?
yeah, in the United States, our company, has launched many new cannabinoids, and they're having profound health and wellness impacts on our society here in the United States.
Mm.
So that's why I feel that you're going to benefit from them also. We just got to start someplace in the UK, and that's with our flagship ultracell technology. But the other ones are coming. So what I'm trying to do with the initiative is to get people to buy the product, use it themselves, learn the product, learn the science, understand it, and then share it with somebody else and use it that way. And that way, with the initiative, healthcare professionals are getting used to the fact that there is a quality hemp product on the market in the UK, and that there's a good way to acquire it, because it's all done through e-commerce. Through our line, it's all done through e-commerce. You don't have to go to a store and buy. So that's good. But because it's done through the initiative, it's done with vetted people like myself and other doctors that are with it. You're getting a good product. You're not going to get something that's not good or clean or clear, because in this world of hemp, it's just starting to evolve, and there's all kinds of misinformation out there.
No, I totally agree. And I think like I've taken, I think I've had like CBD chocolate. I've tried that CBD chocolate and that kind of thing. But I think in certain you can get CBD like in hummus. Like when you like a dip, you dip. It's in so many different things now, isn't it? Like CBD, chocolate. There's CBD tea. So I mean, but do you think like in those products you're just getting like a small percentage?
Yeah, we don't, particularly in the United States here, our technology is pretty much not put in foods. It's taken sublingual so that you can dot drops under the tongue so that you can get maximum absorbability. Now, not to say that are not going to put it in foods. We have a veterinarian line too that we're developing here in the United States. Actually, we've expanded the veterinarian line to the UK. But the best way to absorb CBD is sublingually. There's no question about it, and to create it from a water-soluble formulation, and that's what we have. Anything less than that, you're probably not getting a whole lot. You're getting the letters of the alphabet. That's about it. But there's no downside about CBD. Some of it may help, some of it may not help. I don't know that. We don't deal in anything but a water-soluble sublingual technology. We don't put it in foods or anything like that at this present time. We are going to be placing it in cosmetics real soon throughout the United States, but we're going to be doing different cannabinoids, not CBD. Right. We're going to be using cannabinoids like CBC. CBC is a cannabinoid that has been known to help acne. So we're going to be focusing on things like that, but probably not CBD so much. CBD is, like I said in the beginning, is more of a brain health molecule. And you need to get it in a sufficient amount to get those effects. So we won't change our formulation for gimmicks, I guess you could say. Chocolates or gummies, and those are pretty much gimmicks, in a lot of ways. Like you said, there's all kinds of ways to sell things, and that's part of what we do. We're the real deal. We're the number one CBD in the world. So, and we don't. And there's some good companies in the UK. There's some
Yeah.
good companies, but they're an oil-based company. We're not
Mm.
oil. We're water soluble, and it's a totally different technology. So,
Mm.
think of our technology like an iPhone. When you had an iPhone and it was developed, there's still no other technology like the iPhone.
Mm.
Right? It is what it is. You can buy a clone. It's not going to be the same, right?
Mm. Yeah, I agree. I've got a Google phone at the minute, Android, but I'm going to be going back to iPhone afterwards because I just
Yeah. There's no
prefer it.
there's no second to iPhone. iPhone is the best. Blah blah blah. That's what we are. Ultracell is the best. It is the most advanced patented technology in the world for CBD and for the cannabinoids, and
Mm.
that's what we have. It's just new. When the iPhone was new 10 years ago, people just didn't quite know what to do with it either.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's where we're at. We're the Amazon of CBD in the world. So if you
Mm.
think about Amazon 30 years ago, nobody ever
Yeah.
thought that Amazon would sell anything from the garage and
Mm.
anything, and it wouldn't work,
Mm.
right? Amazon's not going to work. Nobody's going to buy anything from somebody's garage like Steve Bezos started doing.
Mm.
Now it's the largest company in the world. We're the same way. We understand people have different takes on CBD, what it is, marijuana, is it
Mm.
good, is it not good, and all that. That's all just mud and gray area that we cut through. We are the big dog in this whole thing, and we're the
Mm.
best. So,
Mm.
in 10 years, we will be the Amazon and we will be the iPhone of the CBD industry.
Yeah.
We are right now. We haven't even tried. We're just getting started. So
Yeah.
we
No,
already
that's
command the major market.
I think that's awesome as well. And I think like with the work that the company's doing itself, like it's just like you said, you just kind of like starting out, just to see how that's
Mm-hmm.
going to grow and develop is pretty exciting. But like, like for people who don't really know much about it, they don't really know much about CBD or cannabinoids, where do you think like the best way is to start? Would you say to kind of like buy this product and
Yeah, that's a
research it and learn
good
about it?
question, Adam. Yeah, I think the best thing is they can email me. Just I'll give you my email. They can email
Yeah.
me, or we can set up a Zoom and talk. I do these all the time and talk to people about the science, or if they're not interested in science, I just talk to them about the product. And also Zalise has international meetings. If you're interested in the business, Zalise has international meetings going
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
every week for the UK market and also the European market. But again, I think you may have my email, that
Yeah.
DRS email or Hemp Health 2020. One of those emails, they can just email me. We can do a conversation with it or talk with it. I think the main thing is just get people to use it. That's the main thing, to show
Mm.
how it helps their health.
Mm.
If you've got a health issue and it's not being addressed by big pharma, and if it is being addressed by big pharma, then good, so be it. You're okay.
Mm.
But if
Mm.
it's not being addressed by big pharma and you've got a health issue that there are no answers for, CBD could be that answer
Mm.
because it does affect the whole body, no question about it. But also, I want listeners to know that here in the United States, we're a big company. We're a $100 million company in just 3 years.
Mm.
And the test market in the United States proved that this stuff works phenomenal for people's health and wellness. So we're bringing that same model to UK. Same business model we started here in the United States with is what we're starting in the UK with and Europe. So what if somebody's interested in just using the product? That's great. That's 49 euros to use the product and to get it and buy it wholesale. And you buy it online. You don't have to buy it. They'll go to the store. So
Yeah.
that's a pretty good deal. And then if you decide to build a business, it's a little bit more than that, but not much more. But the point is that we're a 21st century business, 21st century business model. 20th century businesses are based on buildings and brick and mortar and employees and going to the office and all that. We're not that way. We simply do it like we're doing it now with Zoom.
Yeah.
So if somebody's interested in a business model, then they can call me too.
Yeah.
We are expanding into South America by the end of December. We will be in 6 countries in South America by the end of the year. So in just this year alone, we have expanded to Europe in 20 countries, and now we're going to be in South America in 6 countries, and that's just in this year alone. During the COVID year, we've expanded in 26 countries.
Wow, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, COVID didn't stop us.
Yeah, and I think like as well, like with COVID, like do you think like if people as well they've got health issues and like would this kind of help with vitamins? Does that make sense? Are vitamins separate from this?
Yeah, they call them we call them nutraceuticals. They're not vitamins.
Yeah.
They're a nutritional supplement because it's hemp-based technology. So it's not a vitamin per se. It's hemp-based technology.
No, that's awesome, and like as well. So people can reach out to you, via email and like where's is there a website? Your website or for this kind of product? Like, where's the best kind of point of call?
My website's being developed. The Hemp Healthcare Initiative website should be launched by the end of the year and be live. I'm developing it since I've written and authored that. I just taken my time in developing it where I want to go with that. The science will be on there. The email they can use is hemphealth2020@gmail.com. That's the email people can use. It's easy to remember, hemphealth2020@gmail.com. I'll probably change it even to hemphealth2021@gmail.com.
Yeah.
But it's easy to remember, and it's just a phenomenal technology. What I want to do, Adam, with your voice and your platform is be able to let people and listeners know that there is a way that if their health issues aren't being addressed, their stress isn't being addressed, their blood pressure, whatever it is that isn't being addressed, they need to address it. And this is a technology that could possibly do that. And that's what it's done in the United States, and that's what it's going to do in the UK. And then those people that are listening that do not have a health issue or maybe an entrepreneurial in some way, it is another way to earn income too. That's what we do with it, and not just being a doctor, but I like to earn income with it. And I don't like having a brick and mortar. I don't like having employees. I don't like being limited in my time, and I like working at home. So those are all the good things that I like. And that's what it can do for people. Have y'all had quarantines in England and UK?
We've had. I mean, we're in a lockdown now. Till how they're doing it is they're doing like local kind of tier systems. So based on the tier system, you kind of, if you're in tier, I think 3 or 4, you're in like you're restricted to what's open. Whereas where I live, we're like one of the only kind of parts of the UK who are in tier 1. So everything's kind of opening up in the next few days. But if people obviously fly into the UK, they have to quarantine, etc., etc. That's kind of where we are at.
Well, the point is that our business hadn't slowed down because of COVID. It hasn't affected us at all. I mean, people buy online, right? They can get it drop shipped to them. We are in the United States, we are, as Elise is, an essential business, meaning we stay open for health regardless. So we've never shut down. Business has grown, and that's what you can do here with the business opportunity. You can grow. You and I are talking, right? We're not limited by COVID.
Yeah.
You're in a lockdown. We're not, but still hadn't stopped my business. We live in Pensacola, Florida, so it hasn't really bothered us too much here in this panhandle that much. But the point is that to help people get either healthier. Take away from this, Adam, is that you with your platform can help people by sharing this information, helping their health. Either people have health and wellness issues, or they have financial issues, with COVID. Maybe COVID has affected them some way, or maybe just their economy has shifted some way. And you can earn a little bit of money with this through the e-commerce part of it, or you can earn a lot over time. But it's not a get-rich-quick business. It's a business. You have to build it and work at it to make it work. But that's business, right? I don't know of a business that does that way, isn't that way. But I think if people can get over their prejudices, their prejudices toward THC, thinking that's what this is, and then they can get off their prejudices toward what people ask me all the time, is this multi-level? And I go, no, it's really not. It's just we sell the product and you buy it, and if you want to bring in other people, you can, but you don't have to. So I think people have a lot of prejudices today, and those prejudices are beliefs that are wrong. They're not right beliefs. Beliefs are only beliefs because you choose to believe them that way. Beliefs are choices. Beliefs are choices, and the choices they make are their own, but they're prejudiced against their beliefs. That's just what they are. And this is a very, very forward-thinking technology and forward-thinking business model that can change people's lives, both in their health and also in their business if they choose to.
I think that's the great part to it as well, isn't it? Because it's going to, help other people, in their health and their wellness and their lifestyle. And, there is that side to it. If they want to make some money off it, then there is that option too, which is, going to help them as well. So I think that's really great. I think like the products as well, since we've been talking, it kind of brings a lot of clarity as well, because, it's reassuring that, it's separate from THC and there are health benefits to it, and it kind of clears that up. And as you said, people's belief systems kind of get a bit corrupted over time because they're believing in something that kind of isn't, like legit or real. Like
it's not true. Yeah, it's not true. Your beliefs are your beliefs because you were told by somebody else to believe it. You don't even know if your beliefs are true or not. All you know is what you were told, right? You don't know if they're true. All the science that I learned, and I'm 66 now, all the science that I learned back in the 70s and 80s is gone. It's false. It wasn't true. Science has moved on. And if it didn't, there's something wrong, right? Things have changed. And so that's what this is a change. And people need to, if you want better health, you need to embrace it. If you don't, then so be it. We'll call you sick, But if you want better health, that's what it's for. And again, back to the business opportunity with this, I think it's important, Adam, that people realize there is another way, a 21st century method that they can earn a good living, whether it be a few hundred pounds a year or a few or 1,000 pounds or more. It just depends on what people want to do. But that's my job. My career is helping people either get better health or make money with this. That's what I want to do, and that's what I do.
No, I think that's great, and I think it's really rewarding in what you're doing as well, because you're helping people in these different ways, and this kind of whole market is definitely kind of growing and going to explode. I think even more as time goes on.
And we already have ambassadors in Scotland. We have an ambassador in Scotland, and we have an ambassador in England actually already. So nice. They're there. And if somebody would email me and want their name and information, I'll send it to them. But we have one in, I think it's Nottingham.
Where I'm from originally.
I believe so. I believe it's in Nottingham.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
And then I think we have another one that's in Scotland. So it's just beginning. But I mean, you're talking about a baby business here that's just starting. That's why I thank you for taking the time on this platform to let us talk about it. And I think that what your platform could help do is, as this company moves on, maybe we can revisit each other, and I can bring you updated on this. On what's happening in this world of ultracell technology, because it is unique. It's the Apple iPhone, it's the Amazon of this industry, and You don't
Yeah.
take that lightly. You don't take that lightly. You don't take that with a grain of salt. How many Amazons are there? How many apples are there?
Yeah.
And ultrasound's the same way. This technology is just as unique and just as powerful as that.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. And it's been great talking to you. And I think like as well, I'm happy to you know, have what you were talking about on my podcast and to promote that and to touch base in the future and see where it's at.
Yeah, we're going to be launching, more and more products in the UK. Like I said, in the United States here, we already have 20 different products in the cannabinoid world. Some of them are non-cannabinoids, some of them are, but we've launched 5 new cannabinoids in the United States. In addition to CBD, we've launched CBG, we've launched CBN, we've launched CBDV, THCV. It's not THC, it's THCV. And we've launched CBC. And these are all new. These are called precision spectrum technologies that we've launched here in the United States. And all that will be coming to UK in the near future. So that's exciting, really is. CBC particularly is a very, very anti-inflammatory molecule that helps skincare tremendously. That's going to be launched probably in our skincare products by the end of the year in the United States. So, but also our product in the UK is great for animals. So if you know anybody that has animals or stressed animals, there's a product we have in the UK called Natural, Ultracell Natural, and it's a very, 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 very much for animals, horses and dogs and cats and things like that. So lots of people have their animals that are stressed now. They're stressed because the animals are stressed because the people are stressed.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'll have to get one. I'll have to buy some for one of my dogs. She's bouncing off the walls and she barks at the wind and stuff like that.
Yeah, you need to take. Oh, seriously, you need to take the Ultracell. It's called the Natural. It's give that dog a Natural. You put it on a little piece of food. Just give it to them, and that stuff will go away. That type of anxiety you'll see it. I mean, it's the real deal. It's easy to give. Just put a few drops on a piece of food and give it to them.
Yeah. No, I think it's great what you're doing, and I think like there's so many benefits and advantages from it. Like I said, it's not just the skincare and the healthcare with that. There's all like anxiety, and it's not just kind of limited to like one thing. There's all these kind of like elements within it that help in so many ways.
Right. Well, we again, there's a product here that's very popular in the United States called CBG, and we have that and technology. We're the only one that has that full spectrum CBG, and it is a game changer in gut health, in autoimmune health. It's not there in the UK yet. It won't be for probably a few years. Very expensive to manufacture. The product will be grown it's everything we have is grown in Germany. So everything we have is specified for the EU market and the British market, the UK market. So, but we're not there yet in the UK. It's our flagship product. We've launched our one of our great best products, but we focused everything on the development of UK EU and UK for the EU and the UK, not for America.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It's great, and I think like it'd be exciting to see what happens, and like where can people find you on like social media? Like, where's the best place for people to find you as well? Is it LinkedIn?
I think we met on LinkedIn. That's the only one I really use on social media is LinkedIn. I think I have I put out information on that.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not on Facebook too much or anything like that. I think the biggest thing is I have a YouTube channel. People can go to YouTube and look up my science presentation, and then I'll have this website launched by the end of the year. Maybe I'll give that to you and make sure you've got that to broadcast out. And then
of course.
The email, the hemphealth2020@gmail.com is probably the best email to use to get hold of me if listeners want to know more about how to use the product themselves, or if they want to learn how to make money with it. Either one, both are important, but I'm not sure where everybody is in what they want to do. But certainly it's designed to help the people of the UK. Okay, that's the bottom line of the product. It's not designed to be putting it on the market to be able to just make money with it. It's designed to help the people of the UK reduce their stress and anxieties, improve their health and wellness, and also to be able to improve their wealth if they decide to. You know.
Yeah.
We always talk about old money in England, right? This is the way somebody can actually make their money become old money in England, you know, where it's passed down. Everything's passed down in England from one generation to the next, right? And this is the beginning of a market. And how many people can say they have the beginning of a market at their disposal in their country? You know, I mean, it's just that big. I read an article the other day where I think in England, it was the market for CBD, just CBD last year, there was $8 million spent in England itself just on CBD.
Wow.
Yeah, just on CBD. So that's how big the market is. So people need to get, you know, if they're interested in that part of it, get on board. And that's just in England last year. So in 19. So it's I think it's projected in England in the next 5 years to go to about $50 million.
Well, it's quite a jump, isn't it? And I think like there's, like you said, it's kind of like what's the word? Like the elephant in the room, isn't it? Like it's kind of out there, and you know, people should tap into it and you know, kind of look into it more because it's definitely going to, you know, as it is now, but going to get even bigger.
Right. I again think of it like Apple. And people used to say, well, you can't name a computer Apple. It has to be named IBM. Now look how many Apple computers there are.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's there. It's a big business. It's a big market. Some people have an open mind about business and about products and technology. Some people don't. This is not a business for a closed-minded person. There's no doubt. If you're closed-minded, you think things shouldn't change, then this isn't for you. You know, this is a changing science, a changing business, it's an evolution, and it's a revolution.
Yeah. No, it's great. And I think like as well, like you think about like podcasting as well and how that started, and you know, people didn't think, you know, it would become what it is now. And it just shows you, doesn't it? It just shows you how powerful things can be. But
yeah, you know, I know a guy, I've been on a podcast, Adam, that just focuses on hemp. You know, now he focuses on marijuana too. He focuses on THC. He focuses on cannabis as a rule, just cannabis in general. He's not specific like we are in the non-hemp, in the non-THC products, but but that's what he does, and he's created a pretty big business with that. You know, so. You know, there's all kinds of opportunity for young people like you. You're sitting here doing this business. COVID hadn't bothered your business. I mean, you're still doing business.
Yeah. That's it. It's I think it's a choice, isn't it? You know, you have to look at like, you know, what is it that is going on? You know, what can you do and what can you control, isn't it? In a situation where certain things are out of your control, isn't it? And that kind of thing. So I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting to see how things grow. And I mean that's one thing I've learned from doing this is that I've liked to hit the ground running and be confident straight away, and it doesn't work like that. And you just have to you know, one step at a time, kind of thing. You know, like business, like you said.
You're a young man, and you're trying to do something that's unique and different, and you're in this business and you may think everybody's in it, but they're not. Podcasting is a business, right? And you know that has tremendous potential for you. And I think that's wonderful. You're an out of the box thinker, and that puts you in a whole nother level of success and thought processes that other people aren't in. So just keep doing what you're doing and reaching out. We'll connect occasionally, and you may want to get this product off and use it for your animals or something.
No, of course, I really appreciate that, Stephen, and it really means a lot. And you know, I'm happy that we're able to set this up, and you I wish you all the best in everything that you're
Thank you.
doing, and I'll stay in touch with you and touch base. Do this again sometime.
Yeah, tell the people from UK to just get hold of me so they can improve themselves, some way. And thank you again for taking the time and effort to listen to this groundbreaking and revolutionary technology that we're bringing to the UK. And we're proud to do it. We're proud to be that company that's leading the way in this evolution. And
Yeah.
thank you for giving us the voice.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome.